Here is a little mystery before we start. Suppose you cut a pizza into 4 equal pieces and eat 3 of them. Hold that thought, because today it becomes mathematics. Welcome to Math Concepts Made Easy. Today is day 1, and our lesson is all about rational numbers. By the end of this lesson, student can conceptually understand fractions as rational numbers and identify them in P/Q form. Grab a notebook, get comfortable, and let us begin. Before we touch any formulas, let me show you where this idea already lives in your everyday life. Suppose you cut a pizza into 4 equal pieces and eat 3 of them. You would describe that amount as 3/4. Suppose you share 5 chocolates equally among 2 people. Each person gets 5/2 chocolates. You have been using this idea all along. Today we simply give it a name and learn its rules. So what is really going on here? These numbers are written as fractions. In mathematics, any number that can be written as one whole number divided by another whole number is called a rational number. Keep that picture in your mind, because everything else in this lesson grows out of it. Now we are ready to say this precisely, the way mathematicians do. Here is our focus for today: what is a rational number, intuition and definition. In symbols, we write it as P/Q, where Q cannot equal 0. Every word of that definition matters, so read it slowly. You already know integers, fractions, basic division. This definition simply builds on those familiar ideas. Here is the key formula for rational numbers. The formula is P/Q, where Q cannot equal 0. Watch how each part appears as I say it. Do not just memorize the symbols, make sure you understand what each one represents, because that is what the exam really tests. Let us put this to work with real examples, one step at a time. Example 1, is 3/4 rational? P equals 3, Q equals 4, Q is not equal to 0, which means yes. Example 2, is 7 rational? 7 equals 7/1, Q equals 1 is not equal to 0, which means yes. Example 3, is 2/5 rational? P equals -2, Q equals 5, Q is not equal to 0, which means yes. Notice how every line follows logically from the one before it. That habit, checking each step, is what makes your answers reliable. Now, a quick warning, because I see students lose marks on this every single year. Before I show you, think about what could possibly go wrong here. 3, 2, 1. Assuming whole numbers like 7 are not rational because they don't look like fractions. Correct this by showing that 7 is exactly the same as 7 divided by 1. Compare the wrong way and the right way on screen, and promise yourself you will never fall for this one. Time to try it yourself. Here is your practice question. Which are rational? 3/7, -5, 0.25, 6/0. Pause the video now, or take a few seconds with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let us solve it together. 3/7, which means Q equals 7, is not equal to 0, yes. -5 equals -5/1, which means Q equals 1 is not equal to 0, yes. 0.25 equals 1/4, which means Q equals 4 is not equal to 0, yes. 6/0, which means Q equals 0, so it is undefined. How did you do? If you slipped anywhere, rewind and watch that step again. That is exactly how strong students learn. Let us bring today's lesson together in one picture. At the center of everything sits rational numbers. We explored what is a rational number, intuition and definition. The one formula to remember is P/Q, where Q cannot equal 0. Watch out for the common trap we discussed. And remember our goal: student can conceptually understand fractions as rational numbers and identify them in P/Q form. Next lesson, irrational numbers. What is an irrational number? Proof that root 2 is irrational. New lessons every day on math concepts made easy. Thank you for learning with me. See you tomorrow.